Hi friends! So, one of my favorite activities is to have what I call a good bad movie night. You get a friend, you pick out what you plan to be a really bad movie. I'm a movie buff, I'm better with faces than actors' names. I don't necessarily have favorite directors that I follow. Quentin Tarantino's definitely up there though. I do really enjoy watching campy, awful, you can see the string carrying the airplane, black comedy, funny but wasn't meaning to kind of movies. I love that. I think it's such a good time when you're hanging out with your friends to put on one of those. It's a movie that you talk through, you laugh through, you cry about it, you pause it when you just can't take any more. 100%. So what I wanted to do was review for you some of these movies. My list is long. I have seen a lot of them. I have some really awesome gems in there, I think. But I thought it would be cool to just sort of show you, and then if you're interested in it, you can, pick them up. Tell me what you think. The most recent good bad movie that we had a movie night with, that's Family. I don't know if anybody recognized this actor on the front, Mr. George Wendt of Cheers. Any Cheers fans would recognize him. The Family is, it's part of the Master of Horror series. The Master of Horror series, Master of Horror series was created by Mick Garris created it. And what happened was he was hanging out with, a group, I think there's like 9 or 10 different directors, John Landis being one of them, that got together and they would create these hour-long movie series for, I think it played on Showtime, of horror movies. There's lots of different episodes for the Master of Horror series, and if you look it up, you can see them all. This is one of them. And I think this one came out in 2007. This was a 2007 Master of Horrors one that came out, and it was done by John Landis. He's the American Werewolf in London director, but it was written by Brent Hanley. But John Landis did the American Werewolf in London. He's the director of this. It was written by Brent Hanley. And it's starring George Wendt from Cheers, for those of you that are Cheers fans. And then also has Miranda Monroe, who was on Dawson's Creek. And then Matt Kessler of Scream 3. He was in Scream 3 and he is in a few other things. So what it is about is George Wendt is he does, okay, I gotta tell you, such amazing job of being that so normal, he's creepy, next door neighbor. Absolutely spot on, which was one of the most enjoyable things about this film is his character and how well he played out his character. He lives in a suburban neighborhood, and the young couple, which is Meredith Monroe and Matt Kessler, is a young couple that moves in next door to him. And so they move in next door, things sort of unravel the way that they do, and then it turns out that he's their next door neighbor, so normal it's creepy, and then they start to learn some uncomfortable things about him. He kind of gets this obsession with her, the young woman that moves in next door. Really what he's about is creating and building the perfect family in his basement. Okay, so when you read the back of this, and it's talking about mild-mannered bachelor Harold Thompson, that's George Wendt, is happily at work in his basement building the perfect family. When you read a sentence like that in the bio of a movie, you definitely have a good bad movie on your hands. When a young couple moves in next door, Harold sets his sights on the sexy young wife. In a sunshine world of picket fences and manicured lawns, is it ever possible to know what gruesome plans are in the minds of your neighbor? It's not rated. I definitely would lean towards the R more than a PG-13. There's a couple scenes, I think marijuana's in a couple scenes, and there's some gruesome parts, not violently gruesome, but there's some suggestions there. There is a Three Stooges reference in there for the Three Stooges fans. Keep your ears open for a Three Stooges reference. Three Stooges reference. Keep your ears open if you're a fan. doing a 5-star scale or something, that's about a 3.5. Now, let me clarify this. This was well done. The production was great. The story was original, and there is a super cool plot. Like when me and my friend watched it and it got towards the end and the twist happened, we gasped out loud because we were not expecting it. We didn't see it. We were almost upset with ourselves for not having seen it sooner, that kind of thing. So it's written well, all of that. But it gets a 3.5 because we're talking about good bad movies. A good bad movie, there's definitely ones that top the scale as far as, you know, campy, ridiculous, sets falling down. So that's how we're judging our scale here. It's if you're into the Master of Horror series, or you like any of these actors, or you're into sort of kind of unique, funky plots that are original, I definitely recommend it. I have so many of these to go over, and I definitely have a lot of 5-star ones that I would show up to your house and bring it with me and say, sit down, you have to watch this. This is a definite good bad movie. So we'll get to those, you know, we'll revisit this and kind of go over those ones. And anyways, in the meantime, I hope this is kind of fun for you. Let me know if you're into this. Like there's got to be like a lot of good bad moviegoers out there that really enjoy those funky movies. You're not looking for Academy Award winners. You want that sort of fun, campy, you know, unique, funky movie. So anyways, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Until next time, be kind and take care. Bye.